It is evening time. I wish that it was a lot cooler, and it is not. I've had a headache most of the day, so my hair is way on top of my head. If you have not been here before, I am Mama Bear to Many. I am mom to 14 children. 12 of my children are still here at home, and we are in our high tunnel, which is one of our many gardens, and we're gonna see what things look like. I know I need to harvest some broccoli to the leaves, and we will be doing that. We're gonna be doing a bunch of stuff, so come along. So these are trying to bolt. She's just gonna cut the top off, and we're going to try to get that so it doesn't happen. Someone dropped a seed. So we have this massive turnip. Oh goodness. One of the kids probably had a seed with them. We ended up planting blueberries in this section, this middle section where we used to have the table right here. We put the table outside, and then we put 6 blueberries in here kind of as an experiment to see how they do. So those are there. The other day I worked on taking and putting these up higher. I don't know if you can tell how tall they are or not. They are about to, let's see. So I'm standing. They're like about to my neck here. Some of them need to be strung up again, but we're not going to do that tonight. We're going to focus on broccoli tonight. We are starting to get some little baby cucumbers. This is just how much it grows. This is how much it grows in just a couple days. I put this on probably, I don't know, 4 days ago. So that much growth in 4 days. Let's go find these things. Also, you guys didn't see, I topped some of my peppers here. If they weren't looking bushy, then I topped them pretty much. I know why I was gonna wear shoes, because there's snakes over here. What? So the onions that I did are right here. My daughter did some of those as well. So we're probably going to cut some of this lettuce tonight as well. Some of our cone shapes are coming in here. I'll get somebody to, as you can see, slugs. I'll get somebody to work on picking slugs tonight. Yay.
Hey, guess what I found?
Okay, so here is a broccoli plant. I'm gonna hold that. My daughter just has a laundry basket, and we're going to take the leaves off and then throw them into the laundry basket. These are pretty much spent. We're gonna pull them up after. I just don't wanna pull them up now because I don't want the dirt all over the leaves. There's a little cabbage in here. So now I have these in one hand, and I'll just pull this and give this to the animals in another. Leave that like that for a minute and go do a bunch more. So this is how much I got off one plant. So this is the bed we're actually going to clear out. We've harvested main heads. There are a couple here and there like this, so we'll cut those off and put them to the side, and then we're going to collect all these leaves so that we can process all those leaves, and we'll be able to plant the rest of this bed in something else. The other day my peppers didn't really take, I didn't share this, my peppers didn't really take here, so I ended up putting carrot and beet seeds along this area here. Yes, they look dry. It will it is hot today. It will rain down on them tomorrow morning. My daughter's working on slugs. They're all over the place still. So this is all the broccoli leaves. It's a laundry basket full, and we're gonna pull the broccoli up here. I need to go outside. I don't know if you can see the wet leaves out there. My daughter turned the sprinkler on and then went to work, so I gotta go figure out what's going on over there. And I think we might try to do some of the tomatoes, but it's hot. I gotta go up here for a minute. Okay, so here is the basket that we brought in last night full of kale. I've already done some for breakfast this morning, but basically what I am doing is taking the kale and then checking for bugs or anything. This has some bug damage, so I'll just check for bugs and everything, and then I'll take this center out The easiest way to do that is just to kind of like strip your nail down in it like this. My daughter was helping me, so we have some longer ones here. But just taking your leaf, checking it over for anything, nothing, and then pulling that stem off. You can later use the stems if you wanted to for like a broccoli slaw or something like this. But I'm gonna take all these off like this, and then I will chop them up into fine pieces and bag them up. So tonight we just got some onions from the top of the onion plant.
And I'm cutting this right now in little pieces because and we're gonna put in a grinder, right?
Now we'll have to put in the dehydrator.
Hydrator.
And then the grinder.
And then the grinder because and we're gonna eat it.
Yeah, we're gonna make powder.
We're gonna make powder so we can
Onion
eat
powder.
it. Onion powder.
And we already have some issues, if you can't tell. Yeah, that's not from lack of water. That's actually from a bug that sucks out the juice inside of there. We have been trying to... Is that the bug?
Yeah, that's what.
That bug right there. We're going to try to collect it. Do not smush them on your plants because they will give off a stench and attract the bug. Morning. We're heading out to the garden this morning. The dog's following me. We're heading out here. It has been so hot. I have not been out here. It's almost like I've been on vacation because it's like you just couldn't. It was like 105 the other day. And yeah, you couldn't even come in here. It was just ridiculous. So I don't know if I shared. The other day we ended up getting some birds. Somebody wanted to trade one of our piglets for a bunch of meat birds. So those are being grown. I don't think I've shared that with you. No, I don't think so. Maybe I'll remember to go over there. Maybe not. So what I'm doing this morning, I'm inside the high tunnel. I'm looking around. I'm seeing what needs to get done. The other night I shared with you like what we were doing with things, and I need to see what needs to get planted. I also need to start my fall stuff, which is absolutely crazy. I know, but we have such a short season. So basically, as far as my fall stuff goes, I need to take... What am I thinking? I need to do broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, start those for fall. And those will be started inside, and then I'll plant those out like the end of June. Oh, my stinking cucumbers. Anyway, let's see what's going on. So sometimes in the morning, one of my zinnias is blooming. Sometimes in the morning, I'll just go through here. This actually looks super dry. I do not know. Yeah. We were doing every other day so I could spray stuff on this day, but I don't think that's going to work. I think we're going to have to spray. I think we're going to have to water every day because it looks so dry here. I might actually get a sprinkler in here today. Just to, this one's caught up in here. There we go. Just to see what's going on. So you can see here how little baby cucumbers, how they would grow on here. They would grow up and down. So I'm kind of looking for all those things. You can see literally, my goodness. I do not like bugs. Literally, it's been 3 days since I last videoed. So this all the way over to here, this whole thing is 3 days worth of growth, which is exciting. But at the same time, we need to work on that today. Just kind of walking through, seeing what needs to get done. I need to drop another one here because this one actually is from the plant back there. Or maybe that's an armpit. Is that an armpit? I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna have to figure out that. Anyway, these need to get trimmed up. You can see here what I was doing before is this is the part that gets taken off. And we do that all the way up. So, making a note, obviously need to weed in here, weed in here. I need to take these cucumbers and stand the cucumbers up. I need to spray. I have a solution with wintergreen. I needed mint, so I did like wintergreen. What's it called? Not mouthwash. Alcohol. Here's a little baby cuke there. Yep, already starting. So frustrating. So frustrating. Yeah, I need to try to spray these. We've been spraying them like every day, every other day. See? Oh my goodness, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. It is so stinking maddening. I just can't even. It's, anyway, I've been spraying these. I tried spraying these like every day with like, can't even think. Water, mint, and dish soap. That's what I've been spraying these with. We've been going through daily, evening, picking all the bugs off to no avail, because apparently they're just going to eat and suck my things dry. Anyway, I'm going to look outside and see if I have any cucumbers started out there as well. What I might do is really, I'm trying to like think of a solution. What I might do is take and water this in really well with a sprinkler, turn off my automatic system, and then DE all these plants. I don't know. It's so like, it's like crushing. It's like I put all those things in. I see 2 of them mating right here. I'm getting them. So these bugs are so stinking annoying. If you smush them, they have a smell. And all I can think of is juicy fruit gum from when I was a kid, like the striped gum, fruit stripe or whatever it was. And I guess it's not juicy fruit, it's fruit stripe. That's all I can think of. Anyway, but that actually attracts more of these stupid things. Now, of course, I have no chickens around. Okay, this is what they look. This is what these things look like. I'm going to kill them in the driveway. I was going to give them to the chickens, but as those are killed, we can go to the back of the other side of the high tunnel and see what's going on. And also the back. I don't know, I might have some zucchini started. We should see, because that would be encouraging. Although the squash bugs will eat the zucchini too. So, I don't know. I'm going to talk to my daughter, see what she thinks we should do. I'm heading over this side instead. I don't particularly like how dry the ground is in here. My daughter cut this cauliflower yesterday. It was beautiful. She said we had more. They were just a little bit smaller. I'm trying to look in here. I'm going to make a cauliflower salad. Ooh, there's one. Beautiful. So, I'll make that cauliflower salad. That'll be super yummy. I think I'll do it on a separate video. All these tomatoes got done the other night, so these are all strung up. Should walk along. These lovely. I can have somebody come out and pick the slugs. The slugs to me are not that big of a deal. These are my celeries here. I mean, they are a big deal, but not like the stupid squash bugs. So here we have the beans, and the tomatoes, and then I have little beets in between there. And that's what goes all the way down here. So let's walk down here. This needs to get weeded. Good golly, Miss Molly. So you're gonna weed this and then cut these onion tops as well today. These I might keep for seeds. These are, what are these? Spinach. A random potato plant that seeded itself. And then this area needs to get weeded out and planted. This head's probably big enough if I need it. I gotta see what I need. You can eat these outer leaves too. So as I do whatever, I probably will add to that. That one's not quite there. I'll grab these guys. Step on those. This is the side they're starting to get some flowers on them. That's super nice. Super nice. Another cabbage head coming through. That one's getting hard, and so is this one. There's some Brussels sprouts there. I thought I had pulled the Brussels sprouts out. It was really hard to tell what was going on. Okay, so I think weeding this section. See, I do have some peppers there. A lot of those peppers didn't take. So we'll need to weed this out with peppers and then replant that. Let's see. All these radishes, I'm waiting for these to pod. I know. They actually kind of look pretty. Looking. I don't actually see any beans as of yet, but down there is like the furthest, the first that I planted. So some of these, those are all new to get attached. We're going to need to put these up and grab the armpits off of these. The armpits here are just these things in here. So we will be doing that today along with these ones. Let's see. Thankfully, this side of the high tunnel is more encouraging than the other side. We have gotten a lot of strawberries, let me tell you. I think they were working on over here using this. I'm trying to scoodle through using some of this in between the strawberries, but we have gotten gallons of strawberries, and it looks like we actually need to grab more strawberries this morning. It's like every day we're getting a ton, which is so awesome. So excited about these strawberries. Yeah, we're gonna pick some more today. Yay! I'm gonna take a deeper look in here and see where we're at. Look at those pretty bean flowers. Yep, still just flowers. I don't see any as of yet, but I'll need to get some clips for the tomatoes. So what I'm doing this morning is just gonna write a list of what needs to get done out here, and then people will take the list. Oh look, little tomato. And see, this is how the beets are growing in between there. I'm gonna step in that hole. Come over here. Those leeks before that just look like little strings, those are the leeks there. And then these here are, all of these are going to seed. So I think probably what I'll do here is just pick whatever leaves I can off of the spinach on the sides all along this row, and either freeze or dehydrate that. So we'll have that spinach. This couple of plants in between here need to get weeded. These slugs, let's see what's in here. These, I have 2 delicatas in this back section. Let's see. These are my zucchinis. I know my daughter has been, there's one there starting to grow, has been like fertilizing these over the past couple days. So what she's doing, here's a pretty one down there, see it? Is this is a male flower. See how it has just one center there? And she, I don't know, what's that one? She's been taking the male flowers and fertilizing the female flowers, which I would show you, but I don't know that I see any females at this moment. I see this bug, which is coming with me. There's a little delicata. So cute. I love delicatas. They're so yummy. There's another one. That is one there, but I'm not sure if it got fertilized or not because it looks like it might be shriveling. Looking around, see another delicata. So beautiful. That one's almost ready. A couple more days. Look at them all. Yay, that's encouraging. It's encouraging after you find all these bugs all over. So you can tell here, see how this is like dying at the end? That means, and that one over there is dying at the end. Those would have been fruit, but they weren't fertilized. So I think probably just the past couple days in the heat, we didn't get to all of those. And then back to the cucumbers and those bugs, darn it. Sometimes I just want to cry. It's like you put in all this work and all this effort. I almost just crushed a bee. That wouldn't have been good. I started on the leaf and I was like, what are you doing on my leaf? And yeah, it was a bee. I'm going to go over the other side and see what's coming along on that side. These other plants that I have in this section here, those are actually like watermelons and other types of melons. So I might plant some more seeds in there because I see some gaps. So I'm thinking some died. It has just been crazy hot weather. Looking on this side too, I see lots of male flowers. My okra looks good. Planted just a couple of these. They're the red okras. I've never done those ones. I did okra, regular okra, a couple years back, but I haven't done the red ones. So we shall see. Here's a couple cabbages here. This is where we pulled out some of those, the broccolis, and then over there's where we pulled out some of the broccolis. My daughter probably was going to ask me about that right there, but that's a weed. She pulled out everything else. So we're going to need to plant here and plant over there. These are the beets and the carrots. What I might do is take some of this hay along the back and either stack it to the side or something, and then plant a row of beans right along the edge there. The peppers are looking okay. Some slug damage. The slugs have been getting everywhere. Little peppers starting to grow here and there. That is a cucumber that needs to be picked. And something's been eating it. Another reason why I don't like leaving things too close to the ground. But this is the area that the damage is starting to happen. So I also didn't want to. Here's another one. I also didn't want to deal with that anyway. Ugh. This is usually, we have a lovely snake that's usually right along this area here. So I'm kind of watching that. Although I did bring my shoes, so yay. Some of those cabbages are really starting to look beautiful. Onions, lettuce, we need to cut the lettuce today. Write that on the list. Can you see it? Actually, my nasturtium bloomed. I don't mind snakes because they will eat all the things that you don't want in your garden, like mice or rats or those types of things. So I don't really mind them. I just don't want them slithering across my feet because gross. Little peppers growing in there. And another one. So we normally have quite a few cats, so we don't get too many snakes because we have quite a few cats. There's actually no poisonous snakes in the state of Maine, so I'm not super concerned about it. I don't specifically like snakes, but at the same time, if I don't have cats getting all those little creatures that like to come and eat my fruit out, like strawberries and all that type of stuff, they'll just eat whatever, like mice, they'll like eat the strawberries or whatever. So, I don't mind having them. I just need to be on the lookout, and I need to have my shoes on because yuck. Anyway, I think that it's so amazing that even though so many things are growing so well, I'm so discouraged by the cucumber bugs. Yeah, I really am. It's really hard. You put in all this effort. I've got my first 2 cucumbers. I just dropped one of them. Got my first 2 cucumbers. So 1, 2, these are the pickling ones. This one started to get eaten. I'll just like cut that chunk off and slice these up. The kids will be fine with them. Yeah, it's just discouraging. It's like before I even got a good harvest that the plants are just like dying, and it's not from lack of trying. Like, we have been out there every single day in the heat, 95 to 105. It's actually really nice this morning. Picking the bugs and spraying and doing all the things, and they're still eating my plants. I'll show you my other garden. Not much to see. I'll just give you a little overview of it. So, it's been so hot, but we've been watering every day. But I think a lot of this stuff is not coming up. I really do. I'm going to give it, let's see, I don't even know what today is. Tomatoes are here. I'm going to give it a couple days. But after that, I think I'm just going to start popping more seeds in there. I mean, you can see some things coming up like this. She puts acorn squash in there, but I don't know. I just don't know. But we have even been getting strawberries out of here. So, picking strawberries this morning. Number 1, I can see some carrots in there. Those weeds need to go. Some beans in here, some spinach in here. All those broccolis, we ended up taking out the leaves and stuff. And then she put potatoes in there, I believe. These are 2 cranberry plants here. And then I think she put potatoes in the back here. And then here are our raspberries. These are only 2-year raspberries. We are getting a little bit of like berries themselves. Can you see? This year, not too many, but it looks like it's filled out the space fairly well for 2-year plants. Some of these just kept coming through, so they ended up zip tying some of them. If it were me, I probably would have zip tied them on here, but the kids did it. That's okay. So we'll get a couple probably for fresh eating. Weeds over here. I see some carrots in here. I'll probably get it, give this garden until my daughter comes back. I kind of changed things around so that each of my older children would be in charge of a garden. I can cut some of this though. I think this is lemon. Yeah, this is lemon mint. I'll cut some of this in here. I'll throw these back in the bed. This is really yummy in tea. I like this. Also, I'll probably take some of the red raspberry leaves, but I don't know if I'm going to take them from here. I might take them from up by the house. But I need a plan. This is, this random weed right here is, they call it pineapple weed up here, but it has all the same properties of chamomile. So this could be peppermint or it could be chamomile. They're really hard to tell until you actually smell. It probably actually is chamomile because I don't smell the peppermint. And I planted chamomile last year here, but decided to grow in here. So I might dig it up and put it in there, but I'll probably collect the heads first for that. And I just left that there. It just looked pretty, so I was like, I'll leave you. Put 1 blueberry over here earlier, and then I have a black raspberry right there. This is my holy basil, and yeah. I don't know. It's not doing so well. Here is that cauliflower salad. I'll get the recipe for you. I took 2.5 heads of cauliflower. I put the rest in the bottom of this salad because this is just going to be like an Italian type salad where I'm going to throw a bunch of vegetables. If I have any pepperoni or cheese, I'll put that in there. If I don't, then I will just add that and Italian seasoning. But I'll grab you the recipe. Again, this is a recipe that's on my cabinets. So I kind of doubled the recipe here, but a single recipe would be 1 head of cauliflower. I do not do the olive oil. If you have radishes, do 1/2 cup of radishes. You could also do any other vegetable really. I did carrots last time. I grated some carrots. This time I didn't do any. Half a cup of cheddar cheese, 2 green onions, 4 slices of bacon, then mixed together. I do this part in the bottom in a separate bowl. 1/4 cup of sour cream, 1/2 cup of mayo, 3 tablespoons of relish, 1 teaspoon of mustard, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and then salt and pepper to taste. You're cutting the tops of those? So every day or every 2 days we have been getting strawberries and doing this, freezing them like this, and then putting them in bags for the winter. Yum. Okay, I may as well get started on these. So I got a bowl of soil with some water. I filled 5 of these, which is going to be 20 things. I'm gonna start with this cauliflower here. I think what I'm gonna do is put 3 seeds in each square, because I'm gonna let these grow for like 4 weeks, and then I probably will take these and divide them, and hopefully I would get 3 plants per thing, if not 2. So I would have at least, if this is 4 each, this is gonna be 20 that I'm growing, right? 4 times 5, 20. So that means that I would have 40 plants at least to be able to plant for the fall harvest. So I'm going to plant these cauliflower here. We have flies. Oh my goodness, these flies in the house are driving me bonkers. Bugs are driving me crazy today. I think probably because I need to get fly strips and put them there. We don't have the way our doors are set up, because they are older, we can't actually put a screen on our door. We used to have one of those, like, you know, like it Velcros on the side and then you pull it, and it's like a Velcro door like that. We used to have those, but the kids just tore through it.
You buy the roses once you have shovels.
We have some bug. My daughter just looked it up that's eating one of my roses. That was so beautiful. Actually has the most beautiful blooms. I had bought some Dave Austin roses a couple years ago, and yeah, totally gorgeous. It's like a peach on the outside and then a pink on the inside. And I don't have like a thing to show you what I'm doing right now, so I'm sorry. Maybe I can figure this out. Yeah, maybe. There. Anyway, something's like eating the leaves or whatever. So my daughter said like a preventative was she's gonna spray them with neem oil. But she said a preventative was to put bee balm as well as onions over by them. So we are doing that, or they are doing that right this minute while I do this. I have to plant quite a bit. What I'll do is for my outside garden, I will probably, once I pull up the garlic, I'll put some stuff outside because the garlic will be done. And then I will plant some in the high tunnel as well. It really depends on how things do. As things start to be done, then I like to put something in immediately, because that garden space might as well be doing something. Yes.
Mom, Anna hit me right here.
Okay. Well, did she hit you on purpose, or did she hit you with something when she was doing something?
She hit me on purpose.
Okay. You come sit with me, or you can sit with me for a minute. Actually, ask her to come here for a minute. I'm gonna go chat with them for a second. So I think it's really important to like keep putting things in your spaces, especially if you're trying to grow like the maximum amount for the space that you actually have. She is filling up some more for me, and then I am going to plant, let me see what I'm going to do next. I just get cauliflower there. Probably plant some broccoli next. I'm going to try this. I don't know. Oh. Has anyone planted broccoli raw before? I have some of it. I don't know if it's worth it or not. It might be worth it to like pick it all the time. It really depends. I've had one really good year with broccoli, and other than that, I have not had any good luck with broccoli. But I'm trying, I mean, we get some here and there, but not like enough that I can freeze or whatever. I'm gonna try to like start all these And I haven't been very like proficient about doing a fall garden. I would throw things in like beets or carrots so that I could just throw the seeds in the ground. But I haven't been very good because normally we couldn't grow a fall garden. We would only be able to grow like one thing during the season because our season's so short. So our last frost date, I think for here, they change it every year. It's usually around like between the 25th and the 30th of September. Yes, September. It has snowed in October here before, but being in the high tunnel can also help extend those things and such. So I'm just trying to figure it out, trying to figure out how we can grow the most food for our family to save on our budget and to up the nutritional value of the foods that we are eating is really important to me and my family. The issue is with my pregnancy and being due in the fall. I'm not sure what that's going to look like, and I might have some time where like I'm in the NICU, or I might have some time where I'm not going to want to feel like gardening. Or canning or preserving. But I think things like cabbage and broccoli, those things can kind of get blanched real quick and it wouldn't be too big of a deal. But it's not like I have some backup thing that I could just say, hey, I'm gonna come over and do this because I don't feel like I can handle it. Wouldn't that be nice, just to be able to call someone in? Like, oh. Sometimes I see families, you know, and I want to be that like for my kids when they get older, if they're closer, like try to be like supportive and stuff of them to be able to help them out and to learn skills on my own so I'm able to help them in their area. Maybe they're not doing farming or whatever, but maybe I need to learn other skills in order to be able to be helpful for my children. But I'd like to do that as my children get older and do their own thing. They do their own thing now. It's just different, looks different. They do it within our household, right? I think a lot of people I've noticed like in comments and stuff before. Okay, this doesn't get packed in. You're just doing this. Remember? You're just putting it in loosely because if not, then the roots can't get through. Okay, thanks. We have some wool over on the shelves that is dry now, so I'm okay to put whatever up. I think what I'm going to do is get like a big laundry basket of the wool, and then during nap time, like put it out on the table and then brush through the wool. The issue is I only have one carding set, maybe two. Maybe an older one. I might have an older one. But I think if people pick things through and then two people are carding and we kind of like rotate through, I end up putting a television. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. There you go. In my dining room. So this is my kitchen table and I put it in my dining room. And it actually has worked out fairly well because they can be doing, like a lot of times they'll do art or something and we can put like an audio book or something on there. There's not actually TV there. There's a DVD player, but I have a lot of educational movies. They've been working on a series that has like Wartime Farm. There's a couple. It's Wartime Farm, Edwardian Farm, Victorian Farm. There's just a bunch in the series. It has Ruth Goodman. We bought those years ago, and thankfully they're not scratched. So they've been working their way through those series, so they're able to kind of listen and watch or whatever that stuff as we're working on projects at the table, whether they're painting or what else do you like to do at the table? Coloring, that type of stuff at the table. So yeah, I'm gonna finish these up and I will come back and share with you what I got started today. Got another one?
Now it's full.
It is full.
1 plus 6 is still 7.
What?
Switching 6 and 1 doesn't change the answer. It's still 7. Numbers that you add are actually called add-ins.
I'm running out of table room, but this little kit somebody has gotten.
3 plus 5
This
to
is what it
5
has
plus
in it.
3 and still get the same answer. To 5 plus 3
What
and
are
still
you
get
checking?
the
My
same
favorite.
answer.
Want to get your own? Want to get your own? Got that one.
So I'm gonna take some of these and I'm gonna start them in some of the 6-pack. Okay, I have a few more things that I need to plant, but I am just going to start to put these on some trays and probably do the rest later. So I have, during nap time, they wrote me the little tags there. So we have 5 of the snowball cauliflowers, which are planted like the broccoli and everything. They were done 3 each in there. Same with the cabbage. And then I did 2 purple kohlrabi. There's the broccoli, did 5. Can you give her? And then 5 of the purple cabbage, 2 of the regular kohlrabi. We tried some of these. Lettuce, arugula, collards. Then I planted just various types of cucumbers that I am going to be doing as like a succession type planting because we're having such a hard time with the cucumbers that we have right now, and I really need to get some pickles. So this is what I have right now. There's a couple other things that I want to get started, but I'm just going to clear these. That will probably be in another video because I actually am probably going to be doing those here and also evaluating outside the gardens and what I need to replant. I usually wait 2 to 4 weeks from the first original planting to look to see what I need to replant. And so we're about at that now. I asked my daughter when we actually planted that garden that I showed a little earlier, and she said it was actually the end of May. So I'm thinking that some of the seeds in there died, so I'll probably start going through there and replanting in there, and that would be like on a different video. And then I also need to go into the other garden on the other side with the raised beds, and we'll probably be harvesting garlic pretty soon. So I'll put all that into a video and then share with you what else I started for inside. But I think for tonight, for today, the amount of energy that I have, this is it, guys. I hope y'all have a blessed and lovely day.